And we are back, everybody. What's going on? Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with a live stream tonight. College football kicking off in full swing this evening. I'm going to do color commentary only. I'm not a play by play guy. But tonight, we got the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers traveling to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to take on the one and only Alabama Crimson Tide at Bryant-Denny Stadium. I'm Christian Ballard, your host for this evening, and, going to call this game by myself. But we look at this game and we say it should be automatic that Alabama wins. However, it isn't a given. And I only say that because, and by the way, I do have to set this up. Just give me one quick second to activate this because I am using my TV, but I had to restart ESPN or something. So, 40C99 IU. Okay. It is. It should be working here. All right. So we just got to wait for it to start. But getting into the pregame here, folks, got to talk about this game. Alabama with a 97.4% chance to win the game, favored by 31 on ESPN Bet. Western Kentucky, interestingly enough, had a 28-point comeback against Old Dominion in the bowl game last year and walked it off with a field goal. They came back from 28 down, won it on a game-winning field goal that ultimately obviously gave them a really good victory. You look at the quarterbacks in this game, got to highlight Jalen Milroe, of course, and TJ Finley, who was a former LSU and Auburn quarterback. So he knows a thing or two about Alabama in the SEC. He also knows a thing or two about the Alabama defense. But the question is, looking at this new era, looking at Kalen DeBoer, looking at the Crimson Tide, the so-called standard of college football, at least under Nick Saban. We'll see if they can continue that success with Kalen DeBoer, but it starts here tonight with the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Austin Reed has left. Not sure where he went, but he has gone from Western Kentucky. Caden Veltkamp is back as a sophomore. TJ Finley did get the nod to start this game for the Hilltoppers. You got to talk a little bit about how they win this game. Just, be who they are. They love to throw the ball. It does sound crazy that they would come in and pull off an upset here in this first game under Kalen DeBoer, who had great success at Washington. We'll talk about how Alabama can win the game. But I look at Western Kentucky and I say, it sounds crazy to pull an upset. But take advantage of a young and new head coach in Kalen DeBoer, who's entering his first year in the Southeastern Conference. Receivers, Dalvin Smith, number 17, Easton Messer, number 8, have to make big plays on the secondary that lead to scoring positions. Then you look at the other side of the coin. Alabama, just be them. Trust Kalen DeBoer in his process. It's not Nick Saban's process anymore. However, obviously he wants to keep this a championship school and program. He's going to have to install his own process, be who he is, not who Nick Saban was. You want to do a little bit of what he did in terms of mentality, championship mindset. You want to see that. Trust the process of what Kalen DeBoer has. Avoid the mental errors. Focus and prep for every single play. Malachi Moore, year 5 in this defense, leading the defense, mostly the secondary. He's a great leader. Last year, I mentioned that, he's been here a little while. He does come into this system. He had 30 tackles last year and a pick. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what he does to help this Alabama defense. How do they want to use him? How do they want to play him? Ultimately, in this ball game, we got to see it. It's going to be fun to watch. So there we go. Hold your breath, Alabama fans. It's going to be all right. It's going to look a little different. Number 5 in the country, in the SEC. New era for the Crimson Tide. New era for college football with everything surrounding conference realignment is going to be fun. I'm excited for this. Here comes the Tide, taking the field, baby. Here they come, wearing their home uniforms, all crimson. The stadium, believe it or not, packed out here. And you want that to see the beginning of a new system, an era for Kalen DeBoer. Just having the support, it's just incredible. I know there's a narrative out there about, there's bandwagon fans, and maybe there are, but for the most part, I see people up top, at the bottom, on the sideline and field. Kalen DeBoer entering year 1, and the fans love it. Kind of want to listen to what Kalen has to say here. Coach DeBoer entering year 1, of course. Jalen Milrow going to be the starting quarterback under Kalen DeBoer this year. You talk about what he's able to do, just the way he works, the way he moves, the way he has worked on his progression. Kalen DeBoer has loved that. Kalen DeBoer has loved the togetherness of this team. There's a lot of new faces. I look at transfers. I look at Parker Brailsford for the offensive line. He comes over and follows DeBoer from Washington. Justice Haynes, most likely going to be our go-to running back for the Crimson Tide tonight. And it's exciting to see a lot of young, and then also some of the leadership, the experienced talent for the Crimson Tide. Let me pull this up here. Alabama with, again, a 97% chance to win, favored by 31 points. It actually went up today before kickoff here. 76 degrees in Tuscaloosa. Going back to that spread on ESPN Bet, 34.5 now. It was at 31. The over-under, 59.5. Alabama's last game, we saw it. That Rose Bowl thriller. Unfortunate, Jalen Milrow could not complete the game. Had a great performance, though. 27-20 in overtime. Michigan, we know all about them. We won't get into it. Western Kentucky, I mentioned 38-35 in overtime to Old Dominion in that ball game last year that they had. Really, really good team. Could be a little bit of a challenge, but at the same time, you're looking at this, you're saying, you know, Alabama comes into this game with a chip on their shoulder, the favored home team. It should be no problem here to start the season. But being a new system, I look at it as you got to show it. You got to show that this is no problem. You just have to. So check the comments. Who we got in here? C Bama, what's going on? What's up, Daniel Berry, Armada, Mayhem, Nate the Great? Good to see y'all. Tee it up. I'm assuming this is Connor Talty here. Will Riker gone. The kick is away. And the new era has begun. Fair caught at the 1. Touchback, however you want to call it, will take over at the 25-yard line per T.J. Finley. 5 starts at LSU, 6 starts at Auburn in 21 and 22. Texas State last year, I forgot about that. Actually, if I'm being honest, I thought maybe he had been benched at Auburn, but he did transfer to Texas State. Now he's at his 4th school within 5-6 years. Really, really good. Can use his legs, manipulate the defense a little bit. Going to be hard to defend tonight. And the question mark for Alabama is really just that depth and on-field performance for the defense. And we'll get to see them in action here to start the game. So something happened here with the head coach for Western Kentucky in terms of having to take off his headset because of the helmet communication. You only get, I guess, so much to call the play. They were mentioning a little bit of issues technology wise. Seeing Kalen DeBoer there talking to an official. Doesn't look too happy, actually. I don't know what's going on here. Obviously, with the changes in football, mentioning that helmet communication with players, it is very interesting to see this now. And I mean, we had kickoff. It's supposed to be 1st and 10 for Western Kentucky, but because of helmet communication, it is uh, obviously some miscommunication here. So, all right, I get this kicked off here. I'm losing patience a little bit. I'm just being honest. I'm excited though, man. I'm really nervous. My mom just texted me, who I grew up. Look, they raised me on Bama. They know it. I know it. The neighbors know it. You know what I'm saying? They raised me on Alabama. She asked me with a bunch of question marks, "You ready?" I said, "Yeah, let's go." So we also have 2-minute marks at the second and fourth quarters. Just like the NFL, we have 2-minute warnings in college football this year in helmet communication, Coaches can talk to one player with at least up until 15 seconds on the play clock. And again, that's what they're talking about here. That's why we haven't kicked off yet. If you're just joining us, the in helmet communication, I believe, is what the issue is going on right now with the Hilltoppers at the moment, because they're over there talking to their head coach. The referees are. Had a great day at work today, pushing those carts. We did great. Now I'm home. Leave me alone. Let me watch this game. All right, here we go. Defense to start the DeBoer era. Finley, good pass. Oh, he's wrapped up there. Wrapped up. Campbell came in on it. Watch Jahad Campbell. He could be a leader for this defense tonight, but throughout the season, great experience. Could be a top pick, hopefully next year in the 2025 draft. Good pass. Got it to the 43. Alabama rushes 3. Good O line. Good pass over the middle. And it's tipped, but incomplete. That was intended for 87 Helms. 14:06. That clock running after the incompletion. Did they. We were looking over those rules. It shouldn't be a live clock. Let's see. Okay, 14:05. They reset the clock. Yeah, I was thinking it shouldn't be a live clock after the incompletion. With all the rule changes in college football, I knew that was not one of them. So, 2nd and 10. Finley takes a snap, handoff there, and he swarmed. He is taken down in the backfield, nowhere to go, and that will lead to a 3rd and 12. And there, that was Quay Russaw on the defense there for Alabama, number 4, who's a freshman from Montgomery, state capital, of course. 3rd and 12. Shotgun formation, man in the backfield. Finley hit as he throws. He caught the ball there, and he's going to be sacked. That was Quay Robinson, a senior, getting a sack in his first game of the season, and he comes in 6'5", 241 from Birmingham. That was amazing. He did not give up on the play. He showed great execution. Here's the punt. They'll take over at the 30. That was a great play there by Quay Robinson. We'll call him Q Robinson if you want. But he was a heat-seeking missile. He got after the quarterback the way you want a defender off the edge to get to the quarterback. He saw his target. He went after his target. He ultimately took him out. Flayman, what's up, buddy? What's up, Jennifer? Amada, Nate, shout out to the comments. Good to see everybody in here tonight. Commercial break in progress here. And we will, after the commercial break, it was a fair catch on the punt from Cole Maynard, 38-yard punt on 4th and 22. Alabama again having a 97.3% chance to win this game. It's going to be interesting to see how they dial up the offense here for their first possession of the ball game for Jalen Milroe and company. Would assume Jalen Milroe, obviously the go-to quarterback. It's interesting who's going to get that second, the backup quarterback position. It's been Ty Simpson, but you bring in Austin Mack from Washington, a transfer redshirt freshman. Dylan Lonergan comes in. Cade Carruth is on the roster as well. There's a couple different guys out there. Daniel Hill's a freshman running back. Keep your eye on him. Justice Haynes probably going to get the nod there. You have a lot of different running backs in a school that has been known for running backs. Obviously, the Derrick Henrys, the Trent Richardsons of the world. Cole Adams, Jeremy Bernard highlight the receivers that we saw at A-Day. Cole Adams, a freshman. Jeremy Bernard comes over from Washington. Quite a few guys that come over. Emmanuel Henderson, a junior, number 3. Jalen Hale, number 14, is a sophomore. Kendrick Law, a junior. So you have a lot of different receivers you could go with for Alabama that you want to give them the ball tonight. But this is not going to be the game. Like, the quarterback's obvious. It's Jalen Milroe's offense. It's his show. You look at the receiving core, who's going to start at running back there. That tonight is going to be determined after the game. Who's going to get that start against USF next week in week 2? We'll see the starting lineups for sure then. I'm excited. See, we got 4 people watching. I appreciate that. What's up, Vic? How you doing, buddy? Flamin says, I know Alabama will win the game, but I want to see TJ Finley do well since he started at LSU. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. He did good at LSU, too. He's done good almost everywhere he's been. Even at Auburn, he just hasn't found that school that kind of sticks out. Man in motion, handoff. Here we go. First play of the DeBoer era on offense. It would be about a 4-yard gain for Justice Haynes, the running back. McClellan is gone. Roydell went to Florida State, by the way. So you have a couple different guys out at running back. You have a couple guys back. I'm going to put Haynes out wide, empty backfield for Milroe here, 2nd and 6. Takes the snap. Good protection. Got to be careful. And they get him down. Lost the ball. They get back on top of it. Milroe able to recover that. That was costly. That was good defense there by the Hilltoppers. Milroe saw the ball, though. He did fall back on it. Number 8 for Western Kentucky on defense. Pull this up here, who that is. He almost got a hold of that as a man in motion here. Milroe throws over the middle, incomplete. I don't see. Oh, Deontay McCray, defensive edge, was the one that almost got on top of that. 4th and 13 now for the Tide. You can expect a punting situation here. So 3 and out to begin the game for Alabama's offense. You saw kind of the offensive line collapse here. That was a key issue last year, but it looked really good in the spring. Just hope that as the game progresses, Jalen Milroe and this offense can find their chemistry. Good punt, fair caught at the 20. Did surprise me too, Flamin', and especially going to Florida State. Because Roydell was the guy after Jace McClellan. He was the guy. 3-man rush, possibly upcoming here for Alabama's defense. Here's Finley going to hand it off on an end around, and he's going to get a gain of a couple. Going to bring up second and possibly 8 yards, and it will. Watch number 11, Jahad Campbell, tonight. And protection, Finley over the middle, intercepted, going back the other way. Can't tell who it is, but it is Alabama ball, and what a way to answer after a failed drive by the offense. Wow. That was awesome. Keon Sabb with the pick, ladies and gentlemen. Transfer from Michigan is playing kind of both corner and safety. He was kind of in safety formation there on that play. Number 16. 2 wideouts at the bottom of the screen. Guy in the backfield. Milroe takes a snap. Here's a handoff. It's Haynes, and he pushes ahead for a gain of about 4. Maybe up to the 11. That's Miller, not Haynes. 22 and 26. Got to keep an eye on that because they might use both. Haynes, number 22 for Alabama. That was Jam Miller, number 26. Empty backfield here. 2 guys at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Milroe, high snap, quarterback keeper, running to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Touchdown, Jalen Milroe! That's how you start the DeBoer era, 12 yards to the house. Wow. And that snap was a little high, too. He had to go up to his helmet to get that one, pull it down. Just kind of took off to the left a little bit, but he took it all the way in for a score. 10:07 left, by the way, in this first quarter of play. Graham Nicholson, PAT up and good. 7-0 Alabama. Update the score here, folks. What do we think about the game so far? I think Alabama took some costly mistakes there, get the ball back, go down, and you score. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Check the comments. Bama by 100. First time watching one of your game streams. I've done a ton of them. I've done a ton, man. I try to do play by play. I need to stick to color, but I only do play by play on here because I don't have a play by play guy. So I kind of give you guys my own description of what I'm seeing. Therefore, kind of painting a picture there. Good to see everybody in here tonight, man. I love you guys. And on that drive, it took 2 plays from the 16-yard line for Alabama to go up and score. Jam Miller got the 4-yard run. Jalen Miller with the 12-yard keeper. Nicholson makes the PAT. Alabama again up 7-0 here early in this game. Have yet to really have that go-to receiver in this ball game. We had that last drive. Alabama had to punt. Of course, it was a forced fumble. It was recovered by Milroe. Hosea Wheeler for Western Kentucky was the one that made that critical stop. So 10:07 left. Alabama to kick it off here. Here's Nicholson. Boots it. Fair caught at the 1. Yeah, don't forget Kalen DeBoer to Washington that was falling off a bit. In 2 seasons, he got him to a national championship to Michigan last year. Of course, we remember that you lost that game. And kind of in blowout fashion, but to get there is something special. But what I've been saying this offseason is can he handle the SEC? We'll find that out in a couple weeks when they play Georgia at home. That one thrown by Finley, incomplete, nearly could have been picked there. That is Lawson, I believe Deontay Lawson there on the defense for Alabama. It is Deontay Lawson. And number change. Keep an eye on that. Number 0 for Deontay Lawson this year as opposed to 32 last year. This is complete. Great catch near sideline. And they pick up the first down. Good play by TJ Finley. Kept his eyes downfield. Little post route toward the sideline for Johnson. And he's able to pick up yardage. They hand it off here going. And going to be swarmed after a good gain of 2. But LT Overton came in on it. And a flag, illegal substitution, too many men on the field, results in a first down for Alabama. First and 5. Finley takes a snap, going to keep it. Option. And when airborne got tripped up there big time. Red Morgan comes in. True freshman, by the way, Red Morgan. Number 16 comes in. Oh, he went airborne on that one. He kind of tried to hurdle Morgan, but he got hit there. 2nd and 7. 2 wideouts to the top, 1 at the bottom. Finley going to keep it himself, try to get that first down. It does. Slides down near midfield. Let's put you in there. Okay, 1st and 10, Hilltoppers. Finley, play action downfield. Can't go get it. Western Kentucky looking for a flag. They're going to get a flag. Is number 16 there, Red Morgan in coverage. That's going to be the challenge for some of these younger guys and this young defense for Alabama. You get good coverage, you get those holding calls, those pass interference calls. It's gonna cost you down the stretch in yardage. You got to be careful with that. Too many penalties on the back half of Nick Saban's career. Delay handoff. Wow. I think he got that first down there. He pushed back past the marker. They held him up, and they will give him the first down. That's number 3 for Western Kentucky. There is Elijah Young, is a senior. Actually, believe it or not, from Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, of course. Finley throws it late. It is incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Q Robinson in on the pressure. He got it away quickly, though, to avoid a big loss on the play. Would have backed him up maybe 4 or 5 yards. Finley throws near sideline. Got it to the 22-yard line. Keon Sabb made the tackle. All right, 7 minutes to go, first quarter, 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Hilltoppers. Mention too, after this play, I'll mention it. He throws over the middle, intercepted. Go back the other way for Alabama. Breaks the tackle. Going. He's going. He's got blockers in front. 40. Tight roping and finally out of bounds up near the 20. How about that? For the Crimson Tide, Keon Sabb. Let's go. Wow. Joyless murder ball, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget about that. Shout out to Will Anderson a few years ago. Two interceptions for Sabb tonight. He's got a tackle too. Here's Milrow, handoff, going up the middle, gain of about one. Helmet comes off there for Justice Haynes. Second and 8. Just over 6 to play in the first quarter. Milrow moves a man out. Got to keep it himself. Got to design the run, and he slips a little near the 21 is where he'll get to. Well, next week we'll be off the air because I'll be going to the USF game in Tuscaloosa. So no live stream, but I'll try to. Well, maybe not for this one. I think I just want to enjoy the game. I probably won't make a video, but I might take some cool pictures if I get a chance. Here's Milrow. Got to design it. Might be a flag. He's going. Touchdown, Alabama. I don't know. I would look back at that one there. Was he beyond the line when he threw it? Kendrick Law made the catch, ran it in for 22 yards. I would check that. Was he beyond the line there? But they are going to call it a touchdown. Just be careful. They might want to check. And Western Kentucky, interesting if they challenge that because he was pretty close to that line of scrimmage. They will not challenge. They will call it as is. 14-0 Bama. Nicholson PAT is good. I guess he probably wasn't. It was really close if he wasn't beyond that line. 14-0. 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Alabama rolling. Yeah, 3:30 slot is where you get the SEC on ABC. We had today Florida and Miami. Let's check out some scores from today. What do we have from today? Let me go back here. So we had 34-3 Georgia over Clemson. Texas rolled Colorado State 52-0. 34-12. Interesting game there with Penn State, West Virginia. Drew Aller with 216 yards. Nick Singleton rushed for 114. Harrison Wallace with 117 receiving, the lead receiver for the Nittany Lions in that game today. 69-3 against Chattanooga. Tennessee Vols, Nico Iamaleava, 314 passing. Dylan Sampson rushing for 124. Dante Thornton for 105 yards for the Volunteers. Other games tonight, I might tune into some of these just to kind of see what they look like. You talk about Kalen DeBoer for Alabama. His former team, Washington, kicks off at 11 p.m. Eastern on the Big Ten Network. Of course, 4 new teams in that conference for Washington, Oregon, USC, and uh, UCLA. So let's see what Auburn. Curious what Auburn's doing right now with Alabama A&M. Are they up big? They're up 7-0. The Bulldogs of Alabama A&M with the ball. Peyton Thorne went 2 for 3. Marquez Hunter ran 34 yards for a touchdown. That game in Auburn right now going on SEC Plus. Here's the kick. Back to the action. Fair caught in the end zone for WKU. 5:01 to play. First quarter. TJ Finley coming back out there. So, want to see how this offense responds here for the Hilltoppers. Elijah Young out there a little bit tonight. He's a senior running back. Finley coming back out at quarterback, of course. He'll probably be the only go-to quarterback tonight. Keeper, nope, handoff. And they saw right through that. Give him a yard, though. Elijah Young. Second and 9. Man in motion. Over the middle. Deflected and incomplete. He was looking for his receiver that time, Bryce Childress, a senior from St. Louis. Interesting size here. He's 5'9". You look at some of these guys that they have out there at receiver. You have a freshman in Justin Brown is 6'1", 191. I mentioned Childress is 5'9", 182. Here's the play, 3rd and 9. Finley got to keep it himself. Going to run and going to be swarmed there. Campbell on the tackle. 4th and 5. Yeah, some of the size, there's a lot of small receivers out there. And again, not saying that's anything, but there's really not a lot of size. I mentioned Easton Messer is one of their receivers from last year. for Western Kentucky. He's 5'9", 190. Coy Moore comes in from Auburn, 6'1", 198. Here's a punt. Spin move, and going to be taken down after the fair catch. The flag's going to come in. Let's see what the flag is. I think it was fair catch interference because I think he called that. Return team number 12, illegal block in the back is what the call is. Oh, wow. Caden Proctor. So Caden Proctor is injured and not playing. I didn't even realize that until they're talking about it. I guess he got injured in pregame warmups. He's got his left arm in his shirt. Probably something with his elbow or shoulder, I would assume. Whoa. There's some fighting going on there. They won't call flags for that fighting or anything. There was some hands being thrown on the field. Ball's going back to the 19-yard line, they say. They had a misplacement for the ball. Man in motion. Good throw by Milrow. Over the middle, complete. Not quite to the first down marker there. That is CJ Dupree. I thought the penalty markers here. False start number 52 for Alabama on the offensive line. No penalties yet for Western Kentucky. 4 for Alabama so far tonight. Jam Miller running, got the first down and then more. But now, whoa. Flag on the play. Holding on the offense, number 6. Oh, yeah, tug at the jersey. Can't have that. Kobe Prentice. Melrose under pressure. Got to keep it himself, and he's not going to go anywhere on 2nd and 14. 3rd and 13. This is critical. 10 on the play clock. Just over 2 to play. First quarter. Milrow going deep. Wide open going. Jace McClellan to the end zone. Not Jace McClellan. I apologize. I'm Ryan Williams. I'm getting confused there because Jace McClellan last year wore number 2. He is now drafted, but a touchdown there. And my apologies, like total screw up on my end. But that is Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams, the freshman from Mobile. See if they get the PAT here. And they do. It's kind of hard because like they have quite a few pieces that came back for Alabama, but they had a lot of transfers in and out too. And then you have the new recruits. The kickoff, 2:27 to play, first quarter. Boise State giving up 37 to Georgia Southern. Also, keep an eye on Notre Dame, Texas A&M. No score, but that game underway in Kyle Field. Finley, good throw, good catch, broke a tackle, and up to the 30. I might stay up for that Arizona game. I can't get enough of football, you know. I'll stay up for the late games. I won't be on here, but see what's going on around the league. Incomplete pass. That is Jaheim Otis, number 10. He got his hands up there. Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on the Notre Dame game. I'll have to go back and watch highlights of that. I didn't get to see Vandy today, Flamin'. 3rd and 5, 1:57 to go, first quarter. Finley hesitates but throws over the middle, incomplete. Fourth and 5. Keon Sabb disappointed in his efforts there to try to pick it off for a third time tonight. Almost had he got a hand on it. High snap, punt. Cole Adams with it. Cole Adams has speed and finally steps out of bounds just past the 25, up to about the 27. Watch Cole Adams, man. Interesting they put him on special teams there. So Jalen Milroe, 3 of 4 passing, 114, 2 touchdowns, 4 rushes tonight for 8 yards. Not really much going for him. That's about 2 yards a rush. Every time he takes off with it, he'll take off with it here and probably only gets a yard on the play. You don't like the ABC scoreboards. I haven't even seen that yet. Reverse. Going. Out of bounds. Nowhere near the first down marker, though. Now we have under a minute. Yeah, Hauser. I mean, that's like holding and. I mean, that's offensive and defensive holding there. Should have had 2 penalties offset. 27 seconds, 3rd and 2 for the Tide. Set up on this play, 39-yard line, and a whistle. Alabama avoids the delay game. First timeout used here. It looked like a video game. Did they really? High snap, Milrow. Wow, really high snap there. That was costly, almost like a bad snap that caused the 4th and 31. Western Kentucky able to recover that one. And Milrow held on, but he couldn't hold on long enough. He lost it. Wow. Yes, Flamin'. We got to support Sippy, man. For real. Support Sippy shows, Sippy Sports. Finley, handoff, going. Spin move, breaks some tackles, and up to about the 13. 4 seconds. They spot the ball now. 3, 2. That will take us to the end of 1 in Tuscaloosa. 21-0. But Western Kentucky in scoring range will be to begin the second quarter. So it will be quarter number 2. I'm going to step aside real quick and I'll be right back. Got some tailgate food. So quarter number 2 now. Second and 4, snap, and it's flag. Mm. It's not, but I was slumped over and everything in the other chair, so I got something to straighten out. Finley, keeper, and up near the 10, count at the 11. So, Andrew G. Western Kentucky has a really cool campus. I bet they do. I've heard good things, kind of. Finley rolls, right, throws, and it was deflected and he caught it back. Jahad Campbell got his hand up on it. 4th down, they are in field goal range. They'll probably kick. A&M is favored over. Yeah, that's right. Isn't it only like a point and a half or two? It's like some NFL type spread though. 38 yards, snap, spot, no good. Just outside. Carnero is the kicker for Western Kentucky, and he misses that one. Check the Auburn score 21 nothing. So both games 21 zip for Auburn and Alabama. I thought I didn't watch the game, but I heard that it went to overtime. It was like 30 let me see. I'll pull it up. 34-27 Vandy. That's crazy. And Kyron Jones for Virginia Tech had a 322-yard game. Be both flaming. Be both. Be nervous and excited. USC is going to be tough for LSU, but at the same time, be excited that the season's back. And 21 zip, 13-39 Alabama up. Milrow and shotgun. Take it over from the 20-yard line. Here we go with Miller. Good run. Just kind of cut up to the right. But a flag now. They had good blockers. I only heard about it, Andrew. I didn't actually see it. I hear it's nice. Milrow can't take a sack. Going. Wide open field. There is a flag. And just past midfield, but again, we'll see what this is. It could come back if holding. Holding on the defense, number 21 on Western Kentucky. I love some popcorn chicken, Flamin'. You can't go wrong there. Oh, you probably could, but I've never had bad popcorn chicken. Depends. It depends on the score at half. If not, probably the fourth quarter, they'll probably put the guys in. Jam Miller breaking free down the sideline, diving for the end zone. Yeah, I love Funny Man. 39 yards, Jam Miller. Are they going to review that? Was he? Probably not. The extra point is good. Double check some scores. Still 21 nothing Auburn. Alabama now up 28 nothing. Kansas State 14-3 against UT Martin. Michigan up 7 nothing against Fresno State. Tied at 3 in the first. Notre Dame A&M. Thinking What's up, Nate? Michigan still Michigan. So whose signs are they stealing tonight? I'm just kidding, buddy. Good to see you. Still Michigan. I mean, they're playing whatever, dude. All right. It's Fresno State. Now Fresno State's not bad, but going to the big house. Come on. You ain't getting out of there. What's Mississippi State doing? Let's see. Eastern Kentucky. 35-7 in the third for Mississippi State. Okay. And Blake Shapen is 13 of 15, 213 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Only one touchdown for Matt Morrissey for Eastern Kentucky. No turnovers in that game, believe it or not. And Jordan Mosley is your lead receiver for the Bulldogs. 5 receptions, 104 yards, and a touchdown. Fresno by 50. Yeah. Throws complete, out of bounds. That's to Sanders. Tennessee put up 69 points. It says since 1936, that's their largest margin of victory and the largest number of points they've scored in a season opener. Keeper for Finley. Gonna dive. Probably get there. No, they're marking short. 4th and 1. They're going to keep the offense on 4th and 1. 2 wideouts to the top, 1 at the bottom. Shotgun formation. Keep it. Got the first down. And some. Andrew G. Can a one-loss Notre Dame team make the playoff? I think so. I know the narrative about incomplete on 1st and 10 there. Not really anyone there. Now a flag. Getting back to Notre Dame. One loss, they should be in. If they lose tonight and win the rest of their games, I think they would have a chance. Let me pull up their schedule real quick as they're tied with 3 against A&M right now. Northern Illinois win at Purdue. Yeah, if you win that, it I guess it looks good. But you got to play teams like Florida State and Georgia Tech down the road. They're at home. They get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home games in a row. 7, 8. Wow. Army at USC. They only have 3 road games, at least in terms of going to team stadiums, and then they have some neutral site. 2nd and 10 upcoming. I missed that 1st and 10 because we were talking Notre Dame. I apologize. Good catch in the backfield. Got a gain of a yard. 3rd down. But yeah, I think Notre Dame should have a good chance of the playoffs if they just win games. Shotgun, really pistol formation here. 0 of 6 on 3rd downs here for Western Kentucky. No score for them. Can they convert? Dump it off, and they do convert. First down, Hilltoppers. Finley going to keep it. Tripped up by his shoelace and throws it out of bounds. Third down. This pressure for the Alabama defense getting to him all night long, and Quay Russaw was the guy to get there. He goes to the sideline to take a breather. 3rd and 10 upcoming. 3 wideouts to the top. Alabama looking like a blitz package here. Couple guys on each edge. And get a stop here. 3rd and 10, dumps it off. Got to make the tackle if you're Alabama. They let him go, and they will stop him shy of the first down marker, actually 2 yards shy. Good awareness there to bring down the running back, Young. And again, that's Elijah Young, who we've highlighted a couple times tonight. Going to take a break at halftime, by the way. 8:28 to go. 4 on the play clock. 4th and 2. Western Kentucky going to go for it. Here's Finley. Throws over the middle, dumps it off, and he got the first down. Wow. What a play. Dumped it over the middle. Good slant route there over the middle. Finley, pressure at his face against the rush a little bit. Risky throw going. Well contested, but incomplete. Red Morgan in on that coverage for Alabama. Good pass. Got it to Messer, number 8. That's Easton Messer. Let me see who else is out there. Those over the middle, got it complete. And that is Musa Berry, number 18 for Western Kentucky over the middle. Good quick slant. They've done a couple of those tonight, and it's paid off on this drive. 14 plays, they've gone 51 yards. And now they find themselves knocking on the door of a score at the 24-yard line of Alabama. Rush 3. Good catch. Going to be a gain of a yard. Finley wants a throw over the middle, incomplete. Try to get it again to Musa Berry. On let me see. Jalen Mbakwe out there playing as a freshman tonight for Alabama's defense. Finley dumps it off, got the first down complete at about the 13-yard line. That was Messer again. He's been the go-to target. He can catch really well. He's got lengthy arms. I noticed. Keon Sabb slung him out of bounds there. He's been targeted 5 times. That's only his second catch, though. But wouldn't be surprised if he picks it up a little bit as we get into the second half later on. Finley dumps it off. Going to be taken back, and he swarmed Deontay Lawson in on it. Second and 15, handoff, good speed, but he stopped. Maybe got a yard. 4:38 to go. And Keon Sabb in on that tackle. Actually, that was Lawson. I apologize. I got those numbers mixed up. Finley wants a throw. Gets it complete. Good cut. Oh, broke the tackles. Still going. And they finally drag him down at the 7. That was one of their go-to targets so far tonight is Berry for Western Kentucky. And Musa Berry is having himself a night. Fourth and 5, commercial break. First time out used by Western Kentucky. Knocking on the door of a score with 3:33 to go in the half. I'll take a break at halftime, by the way. But
Finance, bro. She's such a great to make money for your weddings. Ooh, and stocks are blowing up. Nasty. For the wedding plans. So this game. So the oh, you get these different investment options. Yeah. My money is not as aggressive as you think. Best. Line rates are nice. It's basically the choice. Except the trade-off of trading. Of course, there's a hand sometimes. We need probably there's another option. One deals for 3,000 migrating in its tracks. Trade it anytime. Anywhere. Without worrying. Right. Do not say what else. So the jury is just you know, most options are emotions. Right? Yeah, I ask about you. Learn about it and help you say. Football. Welcome to the unpredictable. The unbelievable.
Sorry for the dead air, guys. I was checking some stuff on here. You hear the TV? Let me turn it down. It's hard because of the headphones, but I'll turn it down a little bit. Uh, Georgia Tech up on Georgia State. Tied at 3 into the first at Kyle Field, Notre Dame and A&M. Keep an eye on that game, of course. That's the go-to game. College game day there this morning. Knocking on the door. 4th and 5, they're going to go for it. TJ Finley and company. Finley runs into a wall. Finds some open space. Try to get that first down. He can't. He will be stopped. Just shy. Really close. I would take a look. Yeah, he's down about a yard. Well, the emphasis on pass rush tonight for Alabama. And they're letting Western Kentucky get some yardage, but they're making them have to go get that yardage. And off for Miller, enough to move the sticks even more. And now Haynes comes out. He's got 30 rushes tonight for 16 yards. Handoff Haynes. Haynes with a huge hole going past midfield. He's at the 30, the 25 20, 15 10. Touchdown, Alabama. Justice Haynes, ladies and gentlemen. 85 yards for the 5-star recruit out of Buford, Georgia, by the way. Ate up only 33 seconds of clock. Took 2 plays. Let's go. Wow. Extra point is good. Told you, man. This Caitlin DeBoer offense is going to get creative. The offensive line's going to be beefed up a little bit to block. The way they moved on that play, too, they were fast. And Justice Haynes was even faster. He ran with such speed. Nobody was going to get him until the end zone. And the guy that made the tackle in the end zone there for Western Kentucky on defense was Keyshawn Swanson, a senior out of Pensacola, Florida, made the stop. Here's kickoff. Touchback. Florida State rebound on Monday against Boston College is a good question. And Georgia Tech's a good team. Florida State did not look that good offensively. Handoff, good for a few. Caden Feldkamp out there now. And, he's a really good team. He's a really good quarterback, too. I mentioned they could go different ways at that quarterback position with Western Kentucky. He'll hand it off last minute, and he'll only gain a yard or so. TJ Finley out at the moment. George Hart, the third, getting that handoff. Any actual upsets today? I don't think we've had any yet. We're having one right now, though. Texas A&M 6-3. LSU or USC tomorrow? Ooh. Uh, at this moment, I trust more so Brian Kelly than I do Lincoln Riley, but I think in big games like this, they both struggle. Both interesting because both of those teams are offensive led. Both are working with new quarterbacks. Defenses are going to have to be fixed like big time. I don't know who to pick in that game, honestly. I see a big shootout. I just don't see defense in this game. I think returning starters and weapons outside of losing Caleb Williams, I think USC's the team to beat. It could go either way. Andrew says he's new to the channel, just subscribed. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Who is your favorite NFL team? I would go with the Bucks. I got family down there in the Tampa area. My parents are down there. 2-minute warning, of course. Took the break. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter still. Handoff. Gain of a yard, but pushed back, of course. Kind of held up. Yeah, they had a sneaky good year last year, Andrew, for the Bucks. I don't know. If everyone stays healthy this year, they have a shot with Godwin and Evans and everybody. Made made really good draft picks this year. Chris Braswell out of Alabama, Tyke Smith out of Georgia. They got Bucky Irving from Oregon, the running back. Yeah, that is a bad division, especially the Panthers. The Panthers organization, and well, I feel really bad for Bryce Young as this one's taken back. Cole Adams on it. Good punt return. Great speed for Adams there. First and 10, 1:45 to go in the half. I think he could be, Andrew. You talk about Mac Jones. Not going to be in Jacksonville, though. I don't know who goes out there and tries to get him, though, as this one is incomplete to Jam Miller. I don't know who goes out to get Mac Jones. He's not starting over Trevor Lawrence. He's not. It's not going to happen. But yes, he could be. I think he's solid. Second and 10, 1:41 to go in the half. Milrow throws over the middle, got it complete. First down, broke a tackle, and he's still going. Williams to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. 55 yards for Ryan Williams. 41 points with a minute and a half to go in the half. Wow. Waiting for the PAT, the snap, the spot, and the kick is good. 42-0. 6-3. A&M up on the Irish at Kyle Field. Ole Miss doing a little bit better against their opponent. 52-0 with 3 seconds till half. Two wideouts at the bottom, one to the top, handoff. Gonna go nowhere for Western Kentucky. Yeah, the Hilltoppers trying to stick to that run game a little bit. It's not really paying off too much tonight. Haven't had many big plays from Elijah Young. Elijah Young gets a gain of about 2. 23 seconds. Western Kentucky has 2 timeouts. Alabama with 1. They might just let the clock run and go to half. 3rd and 7, though. And they'll get in kneel formation. Take that knee. 5 seconds. Just take it to the locker room. Alabama will receive the second half kickoff. So, quick halftime report, then we'll take a break. What I notice is Alabama obviously playing a smaller opponent. No disrespect at all to Western Kentucky. Really good team where they play and everything. The defense has just looked phenomenal for Alabama. We've had a pick or two. We've had some stops and just uh, they have just done everything so well, with what they've been able to put on the field tonight. And Alabama is scoring at will in this game. 3 touchdowns already for Jalen Milroe in this football game, and a touchdown from Justice Haynes. He's already got 4 carries for, excuse me, 102 yards. And Jalen Milroe, of course, a 12-yard run. Kendrick Law, 22-yard pass from Jalen Milroe. Ryan Williams with an 84-yard touchdown bomb. Jam Miller ran for 39 yards, 85 yards for Justice Haynes, Ryan Williams with a 55-yard pass. I mean, they are scoring practically on every position for Alabama, and they've only had 8 minutes and 20 seconds of clock because they've been able to score so fast in this game against Western Kentucky. It'll be interesting to see how they handle that again next week against USF. But again, your halftime score, folks, 42-0, Alabama Crimson Tide up on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Both of these teams in their season opener. We're going to take a quick break here at Ballard Sports Media, and we'll be right back soon. And we're back, folks. Still halftime. A lot of mistakes, but answers that they had to make up when you look at Alabama. A lot of fighting on the field early in that first quarter, too. Fumble and bad snap. Got to credit TJ Finley at the end of that first quarter early on to get it back. Alabama has a 99. Basically, they're winning this game. And I'm not saying that because they're Bama. I'm just saying because they're up this big. This team looks incredible from start to finish. It's not perfect. There have been some mistakes, but it has looked like Alabama of years past. And we kind of figured going into this season that how Milroe would benefit from Kalen DeBoer. So we kind of figured that it would be explosive. We didn't know about the defense, but the defenses look really, really good. When you look back at what they've done this first half, I mean, turnover on downs a couple times. They've had punts, a few punts actually. Western Kentucky did miss a field goal. They did throw an interception. Keon Sabb for 23 yards back early in that first quarter on Western Kentucky's second drive of the game. Watching this news, prayers for Ricky Pearsall, former Gator and 49ers wide receiver. I guess he was involved in, he wasn't caused, but I guess there was an attempted robbery. I think actually someone mentioned it in the comments this evening. Actually, what's up, Jerry? Who mentioned it? Let me see. Mediocre. Yeah. UTEP, Nebraska. How did Nebraska look today? Dylan Rayola. Oh, they look pretty good. Syracuse in a tight one with Ohio earlier. 17-16 midway through the third at least. And they picked it up though. The Orange did. They won 38-22. All right. A lot of interesting games. This is the most points, by the way, that Alabama has scored on Western Kentucky ever. They're 3-0 against them all time. All the wins come in the Saban era, going back to 2008, all in Tuscaloosa. In 2008, they won 41-7. In 2012, 35-0. 38-10 back in 2016, and 42-0 just at halftime. Here to begin again the Kalen DeBoer era. All right. Love seeing Big Al on the field there for Alabama. And Justice Hayes has killed it, man. He's fast. He had that big run earlier to really put him up. I think actually that might have been their last score right there. Was that right? Let me double check here. Ryan Williams had two two touchdowns for him. Justice Haynes with an 85-yard run to put him up 35-0, and then not even a minute later, they turn the ball over. Western Kentucky does. Alabama gets it back, and Ryan Williams with a 55-yard bomb from Milrow. Okay, we will not be live next week for any games. Not Saturday, uh, and I should have a broadcast on Friday. Should have a game. So start of the third, or just about ready to get back to the action. So Alabama will receive the second half kick. They line up here. They kick it away. Yeah, we've seen definitely tonight just how fast tempo the offense could go for Alabama. It's very fast. It's elite. It's dominant. Milrow has just he has taken such a step up in the past year, And I know he got better as the season progressed last year, as this is Jam Miller on a carry back to the line. But you could see the progression of Jalen Milrow and how he's grown. Just he's beefed up in the weight room a little bit, training and fall camp. And a year ago, just kind of being honest, I mean, it looked like he didn't really know what to do out there at times. But as the season had went on, Milrow had found ways to connect with his receivers and teammates, and he's just grown so much as a player. And I'm sure he would also tell you he's probably grown as a person too, just being part of a team. 4th and 1 would be one of the first punts of the night for Alabama here. You gotta wonder, is that headset on Kalen DeBoer? Is he communicating? Are we sure he's talking to Jalen Milrow through that thing, or is Saban giving him the business because he just took a penalty? I don't know, man. I don't. I mentioned earlier though the helmet communications that's new in college football. Last head coach to win a championship his first season. Well, I know Sonny Dykes made a championship with TCU that year, a couple years ago. That was Sonny Dykes' first year. He didn't win it, obviously. He got blown out, but who won in his first year? Mm. They got second down upcoming after a trip there. Second and 8. Pick up a 2 last play. Here's a good pass near side. Pick up of about 3 or 4 yards there. There's a flag after a good pickup there for uh, legal block in the back on Western Kentucky. That was Dalvin Smith, by the way, who had that carry. Wow. What a chase. The Alabama defense coming through is number 11, Jahad Campbell. He just chased him. So who's the first head coach to win a championship in his first season? Larry Coker at Miami, 2001 BCS champions. Oh, wow. There he goes. There he goes. Steps out of bounds. Check some score updates. I want to see how A&M's doing. Tied at 6, almost halftime. In Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Wow. New Mexico and Arizona after this one. Michigan is up 10-3 in the third over Fresno State. They're really not doing too well. I mean, it's complete rebuild for Sharon Moore. That Mississippi State game has gone final against Eastern Kentucky in Starkville. 56-7. And the quarterback for Mississippi State this year, Blake Shapen, 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not bad. Jordan Mosley, 5 receptions, 104 yards, and a touchdown. Lead receiver. But the lead rusher was Carter, Joshua Carter for Eastern Kentucky. 19 carries, 75 yards. Corey Brooks was the lead receiver for Louisville. He had a touchdown, 7 receptions, 83 yards. He used to be at Alabama. In fact, the game tying drive that Bryce Young had in that Iron Bowl, Ja'Cory Brooks was the one that caught the touchdown. As Miller keeps it himself, scrambles for about 2. First and 10. Who's this number 9? Oh, I think that's Richard Young on the carry. Picks up a few. Jim Miller back out at running back now. Man in motion. Goes across. Milrow throws. Got it complete. First down, Alabama. Milrow. First and 10. Got to keep it himself. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Oh, is he limping a little? Hopefully he's okay. He's up, though. Milrow is up. He'll stay out there. It looked like he took a pretty nasty hit, though. From the 34-yard line. Man in the backfield. Handoff. Richard Young. Got it to the 28-yard line. First down. There's a good little out route there. That was, I can't read that. Let me see. Number 80 for Alabama. Obviously, a tight end there. Josh Suevas is a junior. Manuel Henderson. Got the last one. They're at the 10. They hand it off. Not really going to go anywhere, really. A Stout that made the tackle for Western Kentucky is Upton Stout, is a junior, 5'9" defensive back. And again, I mentioned earlier, too, the size of some of these DBs, 5'11", 5'11", 5'11", 5'9", 6 foot for Keyshawn Swanson. Milrow, keeper, going to the end zone. Is he in? Touchdown, Alabama. 21 yards. He faked the pitch, little option, a design run there for Milrow up the middle, and he gets in. See if they get the extra point real quick. And it's good. 49-0. Told you they could score at will in this game. Saban's at the game. Here's a kickoff return. Good gain. Throw over the middle. Incomplete. 3rd and 12 upcoming for the Alabama defense. You over there, man. Come on. 3rd and 12. A rush 4 for Alabama. See what they want to do here. Good protection so far. Pocket collapsing. Dumps it off. Out of bounds and incomplete. Olate's at the game with Saban and Terry and Arnold. All Adams with a good return on the punt. It's great. Excuse me. Yeah, it's crazy because you look at some of these stats so far in the game: 13 first downs for Alabama, one turnover only, 427 yards, 427, ladies and gentlemen, 427 yards for Alabama in this offense. But they've only had 14 minutes, 17 seconds of time of possession, leaving Western Kentucky with 25 minutes and 5 seconds. 2 turnovers for them, 10 first downs, 138 yards. The one turnover for Alabama was a Devontae Matthews fumble recovery for Western Kentucky. I was back in the end of the um, first quarter. Appreciate the likes on Facebook. Love you guys. I see those names. I won't give them out publicly, but you know who you are. I love y'all. So 5 touchdowns for Jalen Milrow if you count passing and rushing. New quarterback has come into the game, and it looks like it's going to be Ty Simpson, who throws over the middle, and it's complete to move the sticks. I'm excited for Ty Simpson. He might be the guy to step up after Milrow leaves this year. If he does leave, we would assume he goes pro if he stays healthy and proves himself a little bit, and he definitely has shown improvement tonight. Redshirt sophomore Ty Simpson out of Martin, Tennessee, 6'2", 215. Just under 5 to play, third quarter, 2nd and 10. Two wideouts at the top of the screen. Running back moves to the right side of Simpson. Fakes the handoff, throws it out route. Complete. First down. Kobe Prentice on that one, but a flag. Simpson going to keep it. Runs to the left sideline. Got blockers. Tripped up just shy of the goal line. I think he'll spot him at the 1. He did knock over the pylon, though. What a good effort by Ty Simpson. He's going to be a star. Man, I've been waiting for this guy to get some action. He's played a little bit, but this year it seems obviously being quarterback number 2. Maybe he gets his opportunity in 25. We'll see. He sticks around another year or so. Second goal up coming after a handoff. Timeout. Western Kentucky takes their first. We look great, Mayhem. What's up, Roll Tide 99? Yeah, we look great. I mean, Bama looks really, really good, and not perfect, but really good to where they're going to have a really good offense this year, especially with Miller at quarterback. Very explosive, dynamic in the passing game and the run game. I just love the chemistry that they have. High snap, Simpson picks it up, and he just barrels forward for a touchdown on the handoff. Touchdown, Alabama. And that is. Let me find him. Daniel Hill, the freshman. PAT upcoming. It's up and good. 56 points. Here's the kick. Fair caught. It will be a touchback. I must have missed the Home Depot commercial. Roll Tide 99. So it looks like they've been doing tonight with the kicking game for Alabama. Connor Talty has done the kickoffs, and it looks like Graham Nicholson's handled the kicking game, the field goals and stuff. So Caden Veldkamp is in the game. Takes a snap. Throws. Incomplete. Who's number 7 is Jones. Deshaun Jones. Okay. Here's the punting unit. Good kick, end over end. Fair caught about the 25-yard line there. Yeah, Richard Young. Yeah. Simpson gonna throw it. Good pass, but incomplete. Try to get it to Richard Young. Here's the pitch to Young, and he got maybe a yard on the carry. Gonna drop a few players in coverage for Western Kentucky. Simpson, pressure in his face. Throws, sideline incomplete. 4th and 9, you can expect a kick here upcoming. They'll probably send out the field goal unit. Punting situation. Field goal. You meant to say punting, not field goal unit. It's a high kick. First and 10 for the Hilltoppers. Going left and pushed out of bounds. Is going to lose a yard or two. Bring up second down. 15 seconds. 2nd and 12 here in the third quarter. So that's the end of 3. 56-0. Alabama in front. Western Kentucky with the ball after the commercial break. No commercials here, but go ahead, put that up. All right. Western Kentucky has it. 56-0 to begin the fourth quarter. Alabama in front. Here's a handoff, and it's going to go up for getting about 3 yards there on 2nd and 12. We'll see where they spot it. It looked like about 3. Oh, I guess only got 1. I thought he got a lot more than that. He down before, I guess. But so I was incomplete on 3rd and 11, 4th down. Bounce the punt. Or about the 20. Yes, I'm still here. Just that commercial break. I don't really have much to say. I mean, this is, I guess, is what we expected. I don't know. Really, people are watching this game because there's a new head coach in Tuscaloosa. It's Kalen DeBoer. We know what he did at Washington. We know how he's going to help Mero in the system and everything. You just get, I mean, it's going to get tougher as the season goes on. You got Georgia coming up. You got to go to Wisconsin week 3. USF, I wouldn't sleep on them next week. They almost beat Alabama last year. I do think Alabama's better this time around with Miro as opposed to what they had in Tyler Buckner, but it's still going to be a challenge. Second and 10, handoff going left, first down. Is that Kevin Riley, the recruit, the freshman? They got a lot of young backs for Alabama. Lot of young backs. I mean, that's got to be one of the most inexperienced positions in terms of just having young guys out there. Third and 1. I guess they were a yard shy there. They got it that time. Throwing. Complete near sideline. Caleb Odom. Freshman tight end. Oh, what a hit. Well, it's Patterson for Western Kentucky. My apologies for not really mentioning too much of the Western Kentucky defense. I know the emphasis tonight has been on the Alabama offense, if anything, just because of Kalen DeBoer being an offensive guru that he is Ty Simpson completes another pass and now a flag comes in. He got it to Caleb Odom for the first down, but again, we'll see what this penalty is. But yeah, no, I mean the emphasis is all on the offense for Alabama and then how they're doing defensively. I mean, you're watching this game to see what Alabama has. That's why you watch. At least this one. And not that you won't watch Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky's a really good team. 7 or 8 wins on average, usually. Rush 5. Oh! Throws it up. Intercepted. Intercepted at about the 5-yard line. Ty Simpson took a really big hit, and the flag comes in. I would assume this is going to be on roughing the passer there by Thomas. With targeting. So now they got to review it for targeting, and we could potentially have a disqualification. Darius Thomas was the linebacker that got to Ty Simpson. Did he lean with the crown of the helmet? And did he hit Ty Simpson in the helmet? He kind of got him in the chest area, honestly. I mean, he's got to lead with the crown of the helmet. Number one. I don't think he did that. And is Ty Simpson defenseless? Roughing the passer will give Alabama a first down, but there is no targeting. 15-yard penalty and disqualification. Dangerous hit involving a launch, upward thrust, or severe strike for targeting. From the 24, Ty Simpson in shotgun. Takes the snap, throws over the middle, got it complete. Oh, he did get stopped to the first down. He'll be second and a yard. That's Kobe Prentice on the grab. Out route, and Kobe Prentice is met hard there. He dropped it incomplete. And the guy to come in on that hit was linebacker Kent Robinson. Handoff. No, keeper. Ty Simpson to the end zone. Alabama in the 60 range. 15 yards for Ty Simpson. PAT is good. Just over 10 minutes left. Oregon is only up on Idaho 14-7 in the fourth. Ole Miss is up 73-0 over Furman. Notre Dame up 13-6 over A&M with the ball. And Michigan on defense right now 16-3 against Fresno State in Ann Arbor. see what happened with Stanford. I mean, TCU beat them 34-27. Alabama once scored 89 points in 1951 in their season opener against Delta State. This is their third most in a season opener tonight. Wow. I'm definitely watching the rest of that Notre Dame game after this. The clock rolling, 9:38 and counting, 2nd and 6. Western Kentucky with it, quarterback keeper, not going to go anywhere. You know what's interesting? Well, it's not so interesting. It's cool as this punts away. But Kalen DeBoer, like, in case anyone doesn't know, I mean, he is calling offensive plays for Alabama. He's pulling the strings for Jalen Milroe and everybody else on offense, which is great for Alabama. I mean, this guy is a guru. He's been a quarterback coach. He's been an OC at Division II schools. The head coach. Now he's in the SEC, taking over probably the greatest dynasty we've ever seen in the sport. Well, it's not even a probably, it is. Dylan Lonergan out there now. Give Ty Simpson a break. Handoff. Going up the middle to the 49-yard line. Gain of 11. First time actually seeing Dylan Lonergan out there for Alabama. We didn't really see him last year. He came in as a freshman. Third and 6, 6:24, fourth quarter, 63-0 Bama. There goes Lonergan. There goes Lonergan. He also plays baseball for Alabama. He's a pitcher. High snap. Lonergan gets it, hands it off. Gain of 4. Brings up second down. 5:15 to go. Vegas Kickoff Classic. I keep forgetting that game's in Vegas. I knew it's neutral site, but USC LSU's in Vegas on Sunday, tomorrow night. I'll be at work. I won't be live. 4 minutes to play. Lonergan still out there. Alabama calls their first time out. Try to think things over. Okay. I'll be into the stream soon. But I appreciate everyone for watching. We got at least 2 right now. It's kind of dropped off a bit, I know, but this game being as big as it is in terms of deficits. Um, oh, wow. Fresno State is like only down 6 with 10 minutes to go. Michigan has the ball. That's the game I'm watching next. That or Notre Dame A&M. I might have to swap back and forth. Crazy. Good haul up the middle. And Daniel Hill barrels forward. Kevin Riley running the ball. Ford's been making some good plays defensively for Western Kentucky, and I know it's crazy to say that with the score being what it is. But if anyone out there has played his guts out defensively, it's Ford. So I'm gonna assume. So Jalen, obviously the starter. Then you have, and now we're at the 2 minute warning. So you have Jalen Milrose the starter, Ty Simpson the backup, but Dylan Laundrie. I figured Austin Mack would have been the go-to guy for Kalen DeBoer coming over from Washington with him, but I guess maybe not. Thank you, Amada. I appreciate it. Davis Warren is the starting quarterback tonight for Michigan. All right. That's interesting, considering how it's orgy. Yeah, this Alabama game is done. At the moment, as it stands, Jalen Milroe is done for the night. 7 of 9 passing, 200 yards even, 3 touchdowns. Ryan Williams, 2 receptions, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justice Haynes carrying the ball 4 times, 102 yards and a rushing touchdown. TJ Finley, he did good. 18 of 31, 92 yards, but 2 picks. 2 picks for him. Eli Young, 10 carries, 18 yards. And then Musa Berry, 4 receptions, 27 yards. Those are your main leaders for each team. Alabama, thus far, 597 yards, a turnover with 24 first downs. Western Kentucky still has 145 yards. It's not like Alabama's defense has been perfect tonight. It's given up some chunk plays, but it has played good in the red zone, and then it's been able to help force turnovers. 3rd and 5 with 2 minutes to go. Fourth at a yard. Did they go to try to score here? Are they going to score on this drive and hit 70 points? I don't know if Alabama's ever actually done that in history. Larnigan hands it off, gets the first down for Kevin Riley. DeBoer, first game as the head coach, taking off his headset, handing it to whoever. A minute to go, 1st and goal. Victory formation we can expect here for the Crimson Tide with 50 seconds on the clock. Lonergan under center to a knee. And what a way to start the Kalen DeBoer era in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Guys doing backflips on the field. 27 seconds, but it's going to roll away as the coaches meet at midfield. Kalen DeBoer gets his first victory as head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Nick Saban up top tonight. I'm sure he's very pleased. 63-0 is your final score. Alabama will play USF at home next week before going to Madison to take on the Wisconsin Badgers in week 3. We will not be live next week. I will be at the Alabama game and with my parents that weekend, so we will not be live. $25 first downs for Alabama, 10 for Western Kentucky. 600 yards even on the offense for Alabama. A 600-yard game. 145 for Western Kentucky. Milroe, I mentioned, the lead quarterback tonight. 7 of 9 for 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. 1 turnover for Alabama, 25 first downs, had more than half of the time of possession. Ty Simpson had a 15-yard touchdown. Milroe, he had 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. Ryan Williams scored earlier his second touchdown of the night. Ryan Williams did 2 receiving touchdowns for him. He was the lead receiver of the night with 139 yards. That's going to do it here at Ballard Sports Media. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. God bless all of you out there. Jesus loves you. I love you. Again, God bless. And we'll see you next time here at Ballard Sports Media. Until then, Ballard Sports Media is checking out. Have a great night.